Alright, we are at our local parts yard, trying to see what we can find in the way of a few E36s, so wish us luck. Hopefully we'll be able to find all the parts that we need, so keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, no front end parts. Well, there goes that. Not good. Alright, looks like we found a red 98-328. Looks pretty good. Same, looks like it's the same paint code. It's Hellrot. Yep. So I guess we're gonna have to check to see if the part numbers match for that core support, the radiator support, and I think we're good on that. Potentially that valance or that grill piece, and maybe even the fan. So we'll keep looking, and then we might come back. Unfortunately, it looks like the fender doesn't fit, so that's a bummer. But it would be great because they are all matching. Alright, I got another E36. Unfortunately, it is a sedan. Yeah, this is not going to do it. Moving on. Alright, so here's our junkyard haul. We pretty much got everything we needed. Looks like we've got a radiator support right down here. We've also got a fan, the front valance, bumper support, the beam, the actual bumper supports. We've also got the actual bumper, two headlights, bumper moldings or the trim, and some of the fan shroud, I guess some of the surrounds for the cooling fan. So we just need a few more parts. I'm looking at possibly just getting the front passenger side corner light now. And I think the hood and the fender, and we're done. So it's a relatively sort of painless process, scoring most of these parts. So the junkyard haul was definitely successful.
So today's where the real work is going to begin. I got this hydraulic kit here that I'm using, kind of a bunch of different attachments to be able to kind of reshape this front end, and I'm kind of starting in this little corner right here. As you can tell, this thing was kind of crunched up, so I've been like beating this down slowly, and it looks like it's going exactly where it needs to go. Now it's a matter of kind of pulling this up forward a little bit and up to kind of, you see where this seam is supposed to be. So hopefully, today we'll be able to kind of shape this up a little bit more and then find a way to tackle this thing where it's going to get bent down and out this way a little bit more. So I don't know, we're going to see how this goes. I have high hopes on this. This surprised me that it's straightened out so quickly, but I don't know. So I'm excited. I'm actually excited, so not too bad so far. Alright guys, I think this is the moment of truth. We kind of jerry-rigged this thing, so luckily most of the damage that we found in the car is actually in the the bumper bracing impact beam. So it's kind of bent up a little bit. So we think that if we do this, we got our little ram puller here. We tied it to our tree over here, and hopefully, since again being that the damage is actually exactly where the tow hook is at, we figured it may work this way, or we may fail spectacularly. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see if once we start using the ram puller, it pulls it back onto shape and not just pull the entire car, But we'll see. I have high hopes for this, so let's see if it works out.
Okay. step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you step amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah. If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you step amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
Okay, well, let me give you guys a little bit of an update. The ram puller idea did not work at all. We went real old school with this. We literally tied the rope in the tree, tied it to this thing, and found the right angle where we could just jerk it back into place. And it looks like it kind of went exactly where it needed to go. So we're actually going to, well, first of all, we replaced that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to, I don't know if you have it around here.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Probably. Oh, no, it's over here. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, so we had this, which is the one that has the tow hook angle right here. But we realized since the seat completely had collapsed on it, and we were trying to hook up a rope to this, and it would spin freely and move, and this was such a pain. Luckily, part of the junkyard score was a second, driver's side beam. So we actually put a second driver's side beam here that is still in really good condition, and that's what we actually grabbed the rope onto this time around, just in case we didn't want to mess up our a good one with the new tow hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Completely to it. So, but yeah, so it grabbed perfectly here. Once we were pulling from the tree, it seems like it's
in the right spot, but we'll know soon enough. And we're going to go ahead and basically put the right one, the correct passenger side impact beam, and then basically measure that with our bumper support, if you will, to see how it lines up. And I think that'll give us a better idea of where we're at. Right?
yeah, definitely
Awesome. Let's get to it.
Okay, let's do it. I really think that jumping on it moved the
Just what it needs.
just the slight. I would say probably maybe like a 1/4 millimeter off or some crap like that, something insane. But from our end, it looks almost perfect.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's real good. Yeah. All right. So we think we lined this up correctly, but we won't really know until we actually put the new core support in. But we also realized that once we did the whole pulling in the tree tying business, we I think we cracked the expansion tank here.
Yeah.
So
Or it might have been like that already. I don't think we ran the car that hot or pushed it that hard.
no.
So I think that might have been just kind of a result of that.
Correct.
So hopefully, that's a quick fix.
Yeah, so, you know, before we remove the expansion tank, what we're gonna do, we're gonna see if we take the fan out. So we're busting out our fan tool. I think this is the greatest investment I've done in years. Seriously, I've never had problems with removing the fan clutch at all after this. But once we get that off, we're gonna see if we then start working on this. And hopefully making it, you know, hopefully it starts taking shape.
Right, and I think we didn't even know that fan blade was kind of not moving at all. I mean, that's one of those things that we found out today. I don't think we ran the car hard enough to ensure that it turned on. Sure enough, when we spun it, you know, it didn't look like it was actually going anywhere. And we just so happened to find a box with an old fan clutch blade.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, which is amazing.
I actually, you know, this is why you don't ever throw your old stuff away.
Yeah.
I had bought a fan clutch a couple years back because I thought my old car was having issues with it. Turned out that it really wasn't, so I kept it, and I just realized I just found the box right now. So if the fan clutch is bad, then we're just gonna replace the blades off of that one and put it back in, and we have it working.
Should be good. Have a working fan, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, so before we continue actually kind of working on straightening the impact beam here or replacing this shroud right here, last time we mentioned that all these Serpentine belts were so cracked and we had ordered some new belts for this. So the belts are in, and I also went ahead and picked up a new water pump pulley right here, and I went ahead and found the complete aluminum one replacement, which obviously, you know, you won't have any of these issues like I just had on this one. I think I was the one that cracked it when it came out, so hopefully this will never crack again. You know, still crossing my fingers. But before I did it, I'm gonna do anything. I feel like it's a good opportunity right now, since I have easy access to everything, to wash the engine down, degrease it, and that way in the future when I'm in there, I mean, once the car's working, I'll see if there's any conditions where it's leaking oils from somewhere, or, you know, because right now I can see some areas right here where they're completely crowded up with past oil or something like that. So hopefully in the future we won't have these issues like that. So yeah, so right now I went ahead and covered the alternator right now, so we don't have any water hitting it or degrease or anything like that. I've seen videos where people just kind of go nuts with it, and that's not a big deal, but I just wanted to make sure that it's not going to be a problem in the future for us. I don't want to add one more thing to the equation that wasn't bad before. So, all right, so now I'm just going to spray everything down and hopefully get it nice and neat looking. Four bolts put it in reverse, pull it out, done. New one already in, 4 bolt, tighten, 8 foot-pounds torque. Original unit is plastic, didn't deform, crack, or anything. Our replacement's going to be completely metal. The only difference with this is that you're going to have to use some RTV sealant here, so that way it makes a good connection. So we're going to scrape this with a little wire brush, make sure the surface is nice and clean. We're going to put some RTV sealant on it and then pop this back in, and it will have a better than OEM unit. All right, thermostat's also going to get replaced. Always look out, there's a little arrow pointing down here. I'm not sure if it makes a difference, but I always make sure that whenever my replacement thermostat also has the arrow pointing the same way. Who knows what it does, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys may know more than I do. I just kind of try to keep things oriented the same way that I came out. There you go. The O-ring comes out first. I use this little clamp, this little grips to grab the actual O-ring and pull it out. And then this should just release just like that. Now it's time to clean that up. Man, if this was actually convenient, I would love to take the front end every time I gotta replace this, because man, that was easy. I love it. Okay, so maintenance items are complete. Now I think we turn back our attention back to this thing, and hopefully we can get it aligned where we need it to, and we continue putting back all the stuff that we're missing. So, crossing my fingers. Next time we'll see.